I think you'll see us take much the same approach that we've taken for the last couple of budget sessions, and that is to be very, very cautious. Yes, we are blessed with a record budget reserve trust fund. We are blessed with a record surplus. We are blessed with huge amounts of federal dollars that we have to appropriate. But with those blessings come incredible responsibilities. These are still taxpayer dollars, and we can never lose sight of the fact that they are taxpayer dollars. And so that brings opportunities to improve the lives of Kentuckians from one end of the state to the other. It also brings that responsibility to make sure we don't squander this opportunity to really impact the lives of Kentuckians in a very, very meaningful way. Much of these monies are one-time dollars, and we have to make sure, be so careful that we don't create recurring expenses as a result of spending one-time monies. We need to use those for one-time opportunities to better the Commonwealth. You know, I have always felt like that the worst time in the world to do tax reform is at the same time you do a budget. While tax reform has been a goal of mine and this caucus ever since we took the majority, I've always thought that they're two competing forces, and so to do them at the same time is a very difficult proposition. When you try to raise money in one hand and spend money in another hand, they're competing forces that are very, very difficult to concentrate on. That said, I do believe that the reserves that we have, the surpluses that we have, give us that opportunity to take a meaningful look, knowing that we have those monies in place to make mistakes when mistakes are possible. You know, tax reform is built in a model, in a vacuum, and in most cases it's wrong in some ways or another. Sometimes it's wrong to the plus side, sometimes it's wrong to the negative side. So you have to be very careful to make sure that you have plenty of reserves in place to make up for any shortfalls that you may have. It was probably the most difficult and tedious process that we've gone through as a majority. As you know, this is the first time in history that Republicans have ever been tasked with drawing redistricting lines. And as silly as it sounds, you only get one time to do it the first time. And we made the commitment from day one that we were going to do it right. We were going to draw maps that were compliant with every federal law, with every state law, with every constitutional requirement, with the Voting Rights Act. And we were also going to do something that was as thoughtful as possible for the Commonwealth, to build a redistricting map that was more representative of Kentucky, that kept communities together, that kept common interests together, that combined as few counties as we possibly could. And by doing that, we did create a map that I'm very proud of, and we're going to be proud to support this map. We're going to be proud to defend the map because it really is a map that is more representative of Kentucky. And it's amazing when you follow all the laws and all the rules, you do end up with a map that really is representative of Kentucky. And in doing so, we created 2 additional majority-minority districts. We currently have 2, and there will be 4 with this map. So I'm proud of the map, and I'm proud that we to present it and proud to defend it. There have been so many consequences to the pandemic. You know, the one that obviously is focused on the most is, you know, the number of people that that contract the virus, and the number of people that die of the virus. So many consequences go beyond that, and I think that that is going to be manifested so much in the lives of Kentucky children, whether it be the loss of educational opportunity, whether it be additional pressures at school, additional pressures at home, things that the kids, quite frankly, shouldn't have to deal with. And we don't want to lose sight of that. And I think clearly this caucus, this majority, has made education a priority. We have committed record funding to education every single year. Last year we fully funded, for the first time, fully funded full-day kindergarten. Those investments are incredibly important to us. as a caucus, as a majority, as a House, and as Kentuckians. And I think you'll see us continue those commitments on education. I also think that you will see us continue to make additional commitments for those emotional distress, the problems that the kids and families have experienced throughout this pandemic, whether that be in social services, additional counseling measures, or whatever those consequences may and how they may be addressed.